Welcome to episode 212.
You're fine.
The Cigar Hustlers Podcast.
Calm down.
Stop giving me trouble, Michael.
My life is one big rush.
I'll make you sleep on the floor the rest of the week.
I can't see that happening. This isn't nice and straight. You're a mess. Oh, I got you.
Greg threw that over here. He cleaned off his desk, which means everything comes over here.
It's true. Do it.
You too can become part of our podcast family and invest in our show. Put your products in front of thousands, literally thousands, Brian. It's thousands of listeners and viewers every episode. We are heard on 13 different podcast providers weekly all around the world. We're also voted the number 2 cigar podcast to listen to in 2022.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes. Remember to please
We're a
rate,
big deal. We're a big deal.
comment. No, it wasn't Podbean. It's some website that does it every year.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Was it who's that guy?
No, it's some.
We don't know. We don't fact
We don't
check.
know. One of the
Brian,
listeners told us.
we just go through this.
Somebody told us we were on it. We go, oh, good. Let's talk about that.
That is number 2.
Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. And that's for a different show.
That's it.
That's it. And Michael, introduce our guest.
We have Brian back again.
Brian back again from the Limited Cigar Association.
Yes.
The World Wide Web.
So I reached out. It's been a couple months.
Yeah.
And I haven't heard it. Like it's been kind of quiet.
Been kind of laying low.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to check in on you. So.
And
that turned into this. Hey, I'm coming up. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I told you I had sent you a design.
Yes, you did.
And you were like, "Yeah, that looks all right." And I was like, "Okay,
I'm
cool."
down.
And so we made for you all
Boom.
your own cigar.
Oh, look at that.
Yes.
Custom made a cigar for you all,
How fucking awesome.
which I'd like to smoke with you right now.
Hell
It is a
yeah.
beautiful-
We'll put a picture up here
Ooh.
on the
So it's
video.
got a little-
Right here. Look, it looks just
little
like it's
something?
right there. Right like that.
Little
Little
extra.
nick on it. It's okay. If they have nicks on them, let me
dude.
know.
So who made him?
So we made him with Guillermo down at Tabacalera Perla.
Okay.
It is a mostly Nicaraguan cigar. It's got a really good Nicaraguan blend inside, and on the outside, we actually experimented with a wrapper from Bolivia.
Yes.
And I love it. I'm a
Really?
big fan
Okay.
of this cigar,
Sweet.
so I hope you guys like
good
it as much
box
as I
press.
do. It is nice, right?
Thanks, man. Yeah.
It's a beautiful wrapper.
at
It's
you.
a very
You're a good
expensive
guy.
wrapper.
Not nice.
Well, you know what?
very
You
nice.
guys show me a little love, and I like to add value, where I can. And so I thought that would be a
I have to
nice
use
way
those
to
too.
say thank you.
I have to use this.
Oh,
as
sure.
Yeah, don't take notes.
Yeah. Thank
All right, guys, there's your cigar. I need the scissors. Am I?
I did
Well,
one other
you know-
podcast since you guys.
Really?
You did?
Yeah.
You did do one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Coops? Yes. Where you got drunk.
It wasn't this guy. Wait,
I
wait.
was hammered.
So
It wasn't this guy?
Who's number one?
no.
Cigar Hustler?
Oh, it wasn't David Garofalo?
It wasn't David Garofalo.
David Garofalo loves us.
So
he loves you guys?
So that whole no,
no.
he has no idea who the fuck we are.
Right. Okay. Got
We
it.
met him at TPE.
Yeah, and he's like, "Hey, how are you guys? Good to see you." I'm like, "This guy has no fucking idea."
No
who
idea.
we are."
Yeah.
So
He's in New Hampshire. I mean, I don't even know if they have the internet up there. No offense to anyone.
Well, his show actually is the number 1 show.
yeah,
He
is
always
number-
beats us on
he
the
is number
national
one.
ones. He's the number 1.
According to who?
Everybody else.
Well, who knows?
Okay.
We do beat him on
we don't-
Wait,
we
we do
don't
beat him
fact
on Podbean.
We do
Ooh.
because we're good at Podbean. Yeah.
Okay.
We don't
Hey,
fact check.
listen. Who am I to say anything about anyone?
Right. Well, speaking of which, I mean, I had checked out. I had went to bed during your podcast. I was like, I watched it for about the first hour.
Yeah.
And then we heard about the full drunk Brian, and I was like, please, for the love of God, just somebody send me this clip. I want to know what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
Now I won't give up my sources, but we did get the clip.
We got the
Great.
entire show.
Yeah, so we got the second of it.
I mean,
if you want to address it, you can. If not, we can let it go. It's up to you.
I think we should
That
address
could be
it.
his thing. He comes on here and talks about something he
Yeah,
did
it's a
somewhere
review.
else. That could be his thing.
Review.
That's
So
right.
every
Where
time
we
we
can
see-
talk without being edited.
Right. Every
We
time he fucks up somewhere, we go, oh, Brian will be on
Right, come on, yeah. We get the review Brian, the totally sober
Right.
Brian.
Right.
It's perfect.
It's the next day. It's like the Hangover
yeah,
edition.
Yeah, it's like, let's review.
Yeah, no, I went on the show. He's a nice enough guy. I mean, everyone knew we had like a little bit of friction with him and the people that he's like surrounds himself with. It was a great interview.
I thought so too.
I got there is obvious. Can I use that letter, please? This one went up.
You can't keep that either.
Well,
How does
he did
this-
take. My, excuse
Okay,
me.
here we go.
My other one ended up on the other side of him too.
See,
He's got
I noticed that.
He's got a pile of cutters and
I
lighters
am
over there.
right-handed though, in my defense.
Are you sure you want Palmer to talk?
Right.
You starting it. I'm sorry.
So, there you are, sir.
Yeah, give me that back. And that,
That's back.
at the end of the show, he's just going to pass everything back.
This too.
Here's your keys. Here's your wallet.
This is good, man. Initial light.
Yeah.
Fucking A, man. Thanks, bro.
Chocolatey, creamy. Okay, so, and you're very welcome. Many more. So, did the thing, they definitely, Aaron Loomis.
Yeah.
He was definitely waiting for that.
Dude, I love Aaron.
He was
Aaron
waiting for
Only
that
guy that talks
interview.
less than me.
Yeah.
He was not in this one.
No, he came. He brought the heat. He
yeah.
did bring the heat.
He's definitely not a fan of my methods.
I'm like, yeah, not fucking around.
But it was cool. I think that I'm not gonna say like my opinion on it was it shouldn't have been edited.
Right.
But it's not that big a deal to me.
Right.
It is a big deal to a lot of people that watched it though.
Right.
And that's where I don't want, them to have a negative reputation based on one show that we did.
Right.
It didn't, it didn't hit well.
Yeah. I could see that.
For those that don't know, I did a podcast.
Yeah, go ahead.
A person's name came up. I said he owns you guys. They said no way he doesn't. And I said okay, so let me tell you my opinion on this guy. I gave my opinion.
Yeah.
The podcast went up, and within 48 hours, it was taken down. That part was edited out, and then it was reposted.
Right.
Well, we have it right here. Would you like to say something?
He did do that.
Well, it's yeah, that was definitely interesting. Because you're working things through, right? Like I'm seeing the development of Brian, not only just Privada Club, but of Brian.
Sure.
Right. And man, there's so many similarities. There's so many experiences that you have that have been similar to me. But the difference is, I do like the guy, right? And I understand why you don't and why you have your feelings about him. You know what I mean?
Who are we talking about now?
The one guy that you went on the diatribe with.
The guy whose name we can't say.
Okay.
So I get it, and I understand.
Yeah.
I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah. He must not be all bad because a lot of people that I like him.
He's not. He really isn't.
He's always been very nice to us.
Yeah, and I can assure you that other people in this industry have not been very fucking nice to me. Not even close. I mean, to a point where, I've allegedly had fucking ATF come in here over and over and over again.
Wow.
And all types
Department
of
of Agriculture.
shit. Yeah.
And
I mean, to a point where these guys were coming in I honestly have no idea why I'm here.
What they said is that you don't even carry that.
Right. That type of shit. So, he's never done that. He's never done anything like that. And whenever I have ran into him and come across him, he's always been very gracious to me. Never. I've gone into other shops and those owners have pulled the reps aside. I'm like, why the fuck is he here? Get him the fuck out of here. When I'm just legitimately going in to kind of support and, be like, whatever. Yeah, you had a problem with that one because the rapper was fucked up. So, never done that to me.
Yeah.
Never in a million years.
I'm going to need your driver's license.
So,
That's all right. If it's a fire, it's a skull. It'll look cool.
But it's like, this isn't the first time that something like that has been said about somebody in the industry. The difference is you were bold enough to fucking say it on a podcast, which I don't think has ever really, other than us kind of just fucking saying whatever the fuck we want,
Who the hell watches that? No one isn't talking to anyone except the same people. I've been saying the same thing because they're going to watch it.
Right. So, I do hope that you guys eventually kind of see eye to eye.
Welcome to the. Listen, nice guy. It was
Coop's
a
a
fun
sweetheart.
time. Yeah.
He's a sweetheart. He is. But I hope that eventually you kind of mull things over and you guys do at least get to speak at one day at one point and it's all fucking fine and dandy because as different as you are, you guys are the same in so many avenues too. Okay. You know what I mean? So, and I could see you guys fucking ironing it out one way or the other.
I think he holds a grudge though.
Who?
That's one thing that I don't do.
Right.
I don't hold grudges unless you fucking disrespect my, fucking family or something. I really just don't hold grudges.
But it was fun for us. We enjoyed it.
We enjoyed it.
We enjoyed it. Yeah. Shout out to the person
so we
who
have a
gave
drink
us
for
the
you
source.
here if you'd like to start drinking and just talk about anybody you want.
If you want to get drunk, you know what? Fuck some more people.
Right. That does wonders for our ratings, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, whenever you blow up.
We don't edit anything out either. I really don't know how. So
that's not entirely true. We have edited some things out.
Twice.
Yes,
Twice.
when we felt that what they said would cost them their jobs.
Right. Well, the second guy, he didn't work for the industry. I can't remember his name. The older gentleman who's now dead.
Oh yeah,
he made some racial,
sexist.
Is your draw good?
Yeah, mine's perfect.
Oh, mine works great.
Yeah,
this is delicious. This
great.
is great.
Okay, yeah.
You can tell it's got a lot of tobacco in it.
Yeah,
and that's always hard when you do a box press.
Sure,
but yeah, mine's drawn fine.
Good. Listen, it's all fun. Well, I'm not taking money out of anyone's pocket. They're not taking money out of mine, and that's the whole thing. To that industry, because I do feel like I'm kind of in a different timeline.
Right.
Like it's like pre-internet, post-internet, or pre-electric vehicle, post. So it's like I feel like we're in a different thing, and we have a different audience.
Right.
It doesn't mean Ford's going to go out of business. They're going to do more business than ever.
Right.
It's just we're in a different.
I totally agree.
Thing, yeah.
And I know that we kind of touched on this before, but like one of the things that I always believe in is, what as retailers are we kind of doing to create new cigar smokers, right? And I really feel like that's kind of fallen to the wayside. That's never really been a good subject that's ever really kind of been addressed. And do I have the solution? No, but I will try in any way possible to expand,
Yeah. So J. Drew did a good job with that with the flavored cigars, right?
That's a good entry level smoke. Yeah.
So with acid.
Yeah.
Acid kind of did that. And then we're doing that.
Right.
With the online social media stuff.
Right. And I think that there's also some validity with, the whole fucking Joe Burrow thing, quarterback smoke cigars,
we're sure.
And excuse me, and he was open about it. You don't see too many celebrities. I mean, Mario Lopez came out about smoking cigars.
I'm such a bad sports guy, but McMahon.
Oh, thank God. I don't know anybody.
Vince McMahon?
Quarterback.
Ed McMahon from Johnny Carson.
Oh, it's Joe Burrow. That's him.
Joe Rogan from the...
Joe Burrow, well, he was the LSU guy. Now he's the Cincinnati Bengals quarterback.
He's the one with like the most expensive rookie card.
As of right now, probably because
put it in terms.
Is there another guy? Look, curly hair, might be of mixed race almost.
Kaepernick?
Colin Kaepernick?
Yeah, Kaepernick.
No, not Kaepernick. No. Young dude. So maybe it is Joe Burrow. I just don't know the name because I'm terrible at sports.
Okay, yeah. So he's like, he was smoking the cigar at LSU when they won.
That's the guy then. Yeah.
And then he's made his way into the Super Bowl after 2 years. I mean, he tore his ACL year one. So, and they were all smoking tobaccos or whatever. It's questionable what they're smoking, but they're still smoking. Goddamn it, I'll take it.
They were smoking tobacco.
Yeah, he's a big flavored guy. He's a big infused guy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Boy, we got to infiltrate that situation.
Yeah.
But can I say something else?
Yeah.
Anything you want.
And I love this about this generation of cigar, like where we are in cigar culture now. Celebrities don't sell cigars. It's fucking amazing. This is one of the few industries where it's almost hurts you to come out with a celebrity representing your stuff.
Right.
I love that because it means that there's something real or more authentic here than
Yeah. Well, I mean, before if you were a cigar guy as like an actor or celebrity and you didn't say anything about it, and then like 15 or 20 years into your career, you said that you were a cigar guy, you got fucking blasted. And that's what happened with AC Slater, Mario Lopez.
What, he got blasted over this?
Yeah, he did like a tweet back in the day about a cigar, and people were like, shame on you, and like all
What's his name
types
did too?
of shit.
One of the singers from Backstreet Boys or the little guy. I mean, it wasn't Backstreet Boy, but it's one of those boy band groups.
Off the tone, right?
Jonas Brothers.
Nick Jonas.
He just covered.
He got shit about being on the cover.
Right.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
It's the highest viewed cover they've ever done.
Right. I believe it. Speaking of which, top 25 cigars came out.
Yes.
Number one cigar, Padron, the Torp.
I haven't even looked.
This is maybe the second year that there was no flurry of demand for the number one cigar out of aficionados.
Oh, you're right. Nobody's coming looking for it.
Nobody said, hey, I need the number one cigar.
That's where I'm getting at. Like, I don't want to pick on them in particular.
Right.
Although, who gives a shit? Drive me crazy. I mean,
it's the evolution is what it is. It's not
dude,
fuck
it's
the company.
done.
Right.
I reached out to Cigar Aficionado last year, and I was like, let me help save, revive, let me help create the next chapter.
Right, bring it into the modern day age.
And they were like, hey, you play golf? And I was like, nah. And they're like, okay, cool. See you later. I'm serious. That's basically
that was
how
where
the
it ended.
conversation. It was like, first of all, Marvin is much older now. He's definitely on some retirement shit. And the guy is epic. We did like a quick video on him, like cigar icons. Mm-hmm. And like I went over his history. I mean, this guy forget about cigars. He's a publishing magnate. Mm-hmm. I mean, cigars were the last thing he did. And when you read books from like 100 Years of Tobacco Family from Stanford Newman wrote, which is the best book I've ever read on cigars. Mm-hmm. It will give you a complete global view of the last 100 years of cigars.
Right.
And it really puts things into context. Like all of a sudden you're like, oh, like this current thing is just one chapter of, okay. And when you know where something was, you know what not to do sometimes and stuff like that, right? So it was really interesting for me. And what he said that there was the cigar industry before Aficionado and there was the cigar industry after Aficionado. And he wrote in the book like a thank you to Marvin saying like, you made all of the shit years worth, and we finally made money and we had a good time and cigars were respected. And so I'd like to think that that's something that Privada is doing too, is throwing some respect back on the name in the culture, because if not, it's going to be, oh, you smug, that's bad. No, it's not really. Like, come on, let's get with it. Young, healthy people smoke cigars.
Right. I mean, the potentially Super Bowl champion
smoking his tobacco.
Smokes his tobaccos. Loves his tobaccos. So fucking A. I mean, I fucking work out all the time.
Yeah, you're in great shape.
Yeah. Well, it's a shape, but it's not the shape I want to be in. But
I can lift a car over here.
I can lift a car, but
you can.
I can pick up a lot of heavy shit for sure. But I mean, am I the fucking epitome of what I want to be?
Bro, you're gonna live a lot longer than most Americans.
100%.
If you get that stress under control, Mike.
Top 10.
I was
talking to your wife today. You got to get some things.
I need to cut you out of my life.
Yeah, don't break.
Cut me out.
Well, so
what fun would you have?
So I run a football team with my 6-year-old. Right?
Wow. Okay.
So I run the defense. Okay. Right. We lost our first game this week. Mm-hmm.
Does that bother you?
Yeah, it bothers me a little bit. It bothers me a little bit. So and I'll tell you what bothers me. What bothers me is the fact that like we do 2 or 3 simple things on defense. It's like, hey, I need you to do 2 things. Number 1, always keep your eye on and I finish. They let them finish. Ball. Okay, good. Eye on ball. Always eye on. I mean, they're 6.
I know. That's what That's what I want to say to you is that they're 6.
They're 5 and 6. Okay. Eye on ball.
Not even fully 6.
Right. And we're guarding area because it's zone defense. Right. So let's stay home. They
already know more than I do.
Right. We're gonna sit tight. We're gonna sit tight. Right. First play of the game, and first of all, these guys are waiting for us because I beat them like 3 weeks ago. So now they want to beat us. They do like a fake handoff to one kid, and the kid runs away, and my entire defense is gone. They're going after this kid that doesn't have the ball, and I'm like, guys, and I'm yelling. One of the kids' name's Carter, right? And he was the kid that was right next to me. I'm like, Carter, like I see them going, Carter, like I'm yelling.
Yeah,
I'm like, the fucking ball's over here. You know what I mean? So like,
you're going, yeah, eye on the ball. He's over here.
Like the ball, not the guy. The ball. So they instantly get a touchdown that way, right? So, of course, I'm a little bit chapped about it because my crew didn't listen to what I wanted.
The 5-year-olds that you're leading.
The 5-year-old and 6-year-old.
They keep emphasizing
in the heat of the moment. They forgot.
But that's the whole aspect of the game, right? Sure. You get caught up in it.
Yeah.
You make a mistake, and like that happens all the way up into the NFL. So like, how do you try and eradicate that from the kids, right? So, fuck yeah, I'm not happy about it, but don't worry, I'll fix it. So
extra practice, everybody. Until next week.
I know. I feel bad for these kids.
Right.
No, you know what, dude?
It's supposed to be fun.
It is fun, and dude, I'll tell you what.
All their eyes open.
We gave turnover chains for everybody last year.
Turnover.
Like it's like a big. We made like big ass gold chains. They're like plastic chains, and they have the Chargers logo because we're the Chargers team. Like believe me, I'm not aggressive to these kids by any means necessary. I promise. Okay. Like I give a shit about these kids, and I want them.
Great.
I want them to have fundamentals. I want them to learn and develop. Right. Yeah. I don't want them to lose. I want to. If I'm going to lose, it's got to be straight up. Right. It's got to be they just outplayed us, or they just worked a little bit harder than us. It's not hey, this is the one simple rule that you're supposed to follow and you didn't follow. Right. So, yeah, of course, I'm a little upset about that.
You can edit this out of the.
Absolutely not. No. Believe me, my shit can stay on.
So, all right. So we covered the fact that you're upset about
The stress. He's talking about the stress.
Yeah,
the stress.
And this added to your life stress.
No, it didn't.
You carried it off the field.
When the game was over, the game's done. It's lost. But I can assure you, next time we meet them,
I've been having a stress in my life.
Yeah?
Yeah. And
We don't hang out, just so you know. It's not me.
And it definitely made me act out questionably recently.
Okay.
And I don't know what it is, and it's to the point where I'm considering just taking Uber from now on.
Okay.
Or getting a driver even. Okay, which I don't go enough places to
sign me up.
That's his dream.
I'm in. I just want a driver. I just want to get in the back.
So I was downtown in Orlando. Got both things happened with my family, which I think added to the stress. So I have my wife and my child, 4-year-old girl, and we got ice cream, and I just got a Hellcat, not a Hellcat, a Trackhawk.
Okay.
Okay,
I have no idea what the fuck
I'm trying
that
to
is,
flip it.
but
It's
sounds
the
fast.
fastest
It's very
SUV
fast.
ever made.
Okay.
It's a Jeep.
Is it Grand Cherokee?
Yes.
Okay.
So I had
770 horses?
Yeah. So I had the opportunity to get one, which
Gotta
you
love
really
Dodge,
can't
man.
get. You really can't get this truck.
Right.
So my father's friend owns a dealership. I had the opportunity. I took it. I wrapped it because I got crazy with the wrapping of the Charger Ash that we gave away.
Right.
And I was like, I really wanted to go through that again, except this time I didn't want it to look like a NASCAR thing. I wanted it to look how I wanted it to look.
Right.
So I got it wrapped, spent a fortune, and I'm going to try to sell the car. I don't like the car. I drive a Tesla. After driving a Tesla, most cars feel very stupid.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, it's just a Jeep.
Okay. Don't drive a Tesla. Check.
They
I'll
didn't.
keep that off.
Yeah,
Well, if you do, keep
it's
driving.
like that. It's like that. Like I put in Cigar Hustler here in the nav, and it didn't come up. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? The shop's been there for a long time. Like it's
13
definitely
years.
should
13
be
years.
in a navigate. Okay. So anyway, so we're in this brand new car, and we're parked on street parking, and this dude goes to back in. I don't think it's important what he's driving or who he was, but
Okay.
he throws
Interesting.
he throws the car in reverse very aggressively, and my wife is like, "Oh my god, he's gonna hit us!" So I honked the horn,
Right.
and dude just immediately, without looking who I am or what it just throws the bird out the window.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh my god,
gotcha.
and that really bothers
Triggered.
me being disrespected in front of my wife too,
Right.
like that, because the way I grew up, that's just you don't do that shit. You know what I mean? And
Oh, so what'd you do?
so I pulled my car up on the side of him, so he was parked in, and I rolled the window down, and I was like, "What was that?" And my wife's like, "Are you fucking stupid? Like, of all the success and everything, you can't do just
Right.
drive, So, and dude, whatever. Does that? This is a childish thing that I'm trying to iron out.
Right.
Okay.
I get it.
Well, then we went to my wife and I went to. They opened up at the
Same day?
no
Okay.
month later.
Okay.
We go to the Dr. Phillips Center.
Okay.
To a concert. Beautiful concert. They just put in a new hall that's like world renowned in Dr. Phillips. It's called the Steinmetz Center. And it's like a marvel of sounds. Like this place is unbelievable. I can't describe it. It's like all the old technology and the new technology put together. And so we go see Leon Bridges, who's like we both love, and he's performing with the United Kingdom's Royal Philharmonic.
Okay.
So it's like an epic concert. So we get to the concert and we pull up to the tickets came with a valet. So we pull up to valet and. As I'm getting out of the car, he's giving me the ticket, and I'm looking at the lady behind me, also driving a Tesla, by the way, and she just rear ends me right, in valet, and I'm just like, wow, that just happened, right? And so it was an accident,
Right.
so I wasn't upset. I mean,
Right.
for 1 second, I was like, motherfucker,
Right.
and then
you
I was
got
like,
over it.
okay,
Right.
and and she got out, she was apologetic, and. And so that's cool. Like, you hit me, you were apologetic. It's
Right.
okay. People make
Right.
mistakes.
We're moving on. Right.
Even if I pull up to the kid and he goes, I'm sorry, it was a gut reaction to give you the finger.
Right.
No problem.
Right.
On with my day.
Right. My bad.
Right. Okay. So we went to the NASCAR Rolex 24-hour race.
Okay.
On Sunday.
Right.
We went to the ending of it. And so, like, I've never been to a race. My wife's never been to a race. Like, and my kid obviously has never been. So we went. Mind-blowing time. Awesome.
Right.
On the way out, I'm like, okay, the race is about to end. We should probably get out of here because of traffic, whatever. So we get to the car. Too late. Okay. And so now this parking lot where I have like maybe 2 football fields to the street, we're there for an hour.
Right.
Okay. And so, it's to be expected. So long story short, there's this kid and his dad, probably 24-year-old.
That still qualifies.
Yeah, and he's with his dad who's probably like 60, and like he's like, hey, like he gets in the car, and I'm joking with my wife. I was like, I shouldn't fucking let anyone in. We're gonna be here forever, but but then he starts his car and he goes, hey, do you mind if I get? Oh, so I let the kid. Of course, no problem. Get in. I'm not gonna be an asshole.
Right.
And 45 minutes go by. We're barely halfway, and he sees an opening to his right to go through a Wawa parking lot. And he throws his car in reverse once again, comes at us. I was like, oh shit, he's gonna hit us. I tapped the horn. I'm not like laying into the horn. And he gives me the finger. And I went off.
This is a thing for you. This is a problem.
Yes, I drove this guy off the road.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't say that here.
Well,
allegedly.
You just throw allegedly.
Allegedly.
Pretended to.
Yeah.
So through this, I shouldn't say this, but I went after him.
Right.
Tried to get in front of him.
You got triggered.
Like, I got triggered. And it's like, what am I going to do to this guy? Like, am I really going to, in front of my wife and kid, going to like get into a physical altercation with him? And he's like kind of egging me on, but I can tell he's scared too at the same time.
Of course.
Then he goes up a one-way. So off the road is not, and the cars were coming. It was, so I just.
Oh, it's like a movie now.
Right.
But people in the parking lot were like looking at me like, dude, what are you doing? Right. And I was like, fuck, what am I doing? And so now I'm like, I don't want to drive anywhere. Yesterday, I'm pulling into this.
I think we can address this issue differently.
Never get in the car with Brian.
Yeah,
so yesterday,
people die.
So I'm at this weird intersection where it's 2 lanes to turn left, and then once you turn left and you get onto that road, it merges. And so I tried to pull ahead of this guy, and he was like not having it, to the point where he ran me into where the road there is no road anymore.
Right.
Now I'm in the middle of the street. So I like hit my brake, let him pass, and he gave me this like mean look and I'm like, I don't get it. Like, I let people in front of me. Is it me? Do I have a sign? Is it the Tesla?
Could be.
I mean, that's probably part of it.
I don't know.
Yeah, fuck this guy in this Tesla.
Right.
Yeah.
It could be.
Yeah.
This bougie motherfucker.
All right, so we got to so we got to do a couple things. For one, you need to get to the gym. Okay. When you're a little bit bigger, things go a little bit easier. People are like, nah, fuck that. You know what? It's not. This isn't worth it. This isn't worth it. You eject yourself out of the car a little bit. They're like,
oh, I'm so sorry. So sorry, sir. I beg your pardon.
yeah.
All right.
And the second thing is, you just got to stop giving a fuck.
Right. I think that's really more important.
Yeah, I agree. That's who the gym in first, because that's shits and giggles. But
but you're right. And plus, you get out that stress.
Well, for me, what I usually do is I always just play a game in my mind, like, I don't know, maybe the guy's got to really take a shit or something. You know what I mean? Or like,
give
maybe
him an
there's
excuse.
maybe there's something else going on.
Like
whatever the case may be. Like, you don't know what somebody else is going through.
And nowadays, maybe he's got a gun. Maybe we should.
Yeah.
I got my kids.
It's Florida, baby. We all have guns. What are you talking about? If you don't have one, you're the fucking minority, without question.
Right.
I'm not even a gun guy, and I'm like, how many fucking guns do I have?
Yeah.
I know. So, but yeah, it's just like, how old are you?
43.
Man, you talk like a 20-year-old sometimes. Like you're ready to fucking kill somebody. Yeah. Like, I always play it in my mind that like, oh, that guy's got to be somewhere, or like there's something.
What would you have done with the first guy giving you the finger in the park?
I would let it go. At this point in my life, I would let it go. Okay. Me 10 years ago, I'm out of the fucking car, and I'm thinking I could probably break his fucking windshield. Right. So, but now I'm just
10, like, maybe 5.
I mean, I had a guy
last week.
I don't know. I mean, when we got my wife's car, we were driving back up, and we had a similar scenario where we were trying to merge in, and the guy didn't let us over, or I didn't let him over, something like that. I mean, I wasn't trying to fuck. I'm just going my speed.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, either A, speed the fuck up and cut me off, or B, slow down. Right. And he kind of lost his shit, and then he brake checked me a couple times, and my wife's like, what are you gonna do? I'm like, he'll get over it. He'll be fine. It's like, or if I cut somebody off, I always are like, sorry.
I do that.
Sorry, my bad. I suck. I play This Is Not My Exit on I-4 all the fucking
all the
time.
What is that?
This is not my exit.
Okay, you have the last lane, and you know it's the exit lane, so you're going all the way down. You get off. He'll get in that lane, and he starts going, and then he goes, "Oh, this is not my exit," and then he cuts back over.
Right through the fucking.
Right.
He like apologizes. I'm sorry, not my exit.
I'm sorry, this is my exit.
I have no problem with any of these things. If anyone cuts me off, not a big deal. But the finger part
the finger.
really bothered me. And it's silly because I remember as a young man giving someone the finger, an older person, and the guy lost his shit.
Right.
And I was like, over the finger?
Right. And now here I am
fucking
things
getting crazy over the finger.
Right. Just let it the fuck go, man. This shit's
Could be a middle-aged thing, too. Getting older.
We got so many more important fights to do. You know what I mean? Like, it's so much better when you channel all that energy onto one or two particular things, you know? Like, just skull fucking the one individual is so much better than addressing the guy with the...
Jesus.
Pick somebody at random?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
No. I have a list. You ever see Steve Buscemi and Billy Madison or whatever? When Adam Sandler calls him, he's like, "Hey, I just want you to know I'm really, really sorry." He's like, "Oh, okay, no problem." Crosses him off. And Steve Buscemi crosses his name off the list and then puts lipstick all over his face. Yeah, so I totally get. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. You know, I get it.
Yeah, so that's been happening. That's been happening.
That's been happening.
Yes.
You gotta let it go.
Vocal
Man.
fry in this mic.
That's nice.
Like I have a pill problem.
Right?
That's how I used to talk when I had pill problems.
Nice.
Yeah. My dad would always be like, "You're fucked up on pills." I'd be like, "How do you know that?"
I could tell by the tone of your voice.
Yes, I can hear it.
Damn you.
You've got a problem. But
So-
I drive better. I don't flip out when people throw me the finger.
Like, well, I mean, Joe Rogan always says, "Hey, I just smoked some weed," and I'm like, let everybody in," or like whatever.
Right.
You know, it's like, fuck it, you know. All right, so we tapped very gently before we started this podcast on TPE, and I saw your dear friend, your very close friend Lou Liga there, who doesn't respond to my emails, by the way. So fuck
Why?
him.
Oh, really?
It's weird like that sometimes.
Well,
yeah.
well, what kind of email are you sending?
Like so, like
Dick pics? Is it all dick pics?
like I'll let him know about SBC 20 or something like that. He's on that list,
And he
right?
doesn't respond.
or text or whatever. Yeah. He gives
Really?
me yeah.
I think Lou likes a
weird.
personal touch. He doesn't want a group
Oh, yeah,
email
you
or
gotta
something.
call him
I don't got to
personally.
call
I don't
him.
have that kind of time,
Yeah,
man.
neither
Hey,
do
you call-
I. But
first
you
You call
make the
Ronnie.
time.
I think Lou wants the phone call too.
Because you want to know why? Because fucking Ronnie is amazing. Like
Yeah.
Ronnie is just next level.
Lou is not amazing. I can attest to that.
Lou is just he's moderately okay. He's moderately okay. No, I mean he's just fucking around. But but the cigars are going to sell already.
We
Right.
gotta
You know what I
get
mean?
Lou in here next time he comes up.
He's threatened a couple times. He's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I
Yeah.
come
he
down all
says
the
he
time."
comes down.
Yeah,
Brian.
yeah.
I come in once a month. Stay at Brian's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but like he said that you'll never go to a convention ever again.
No, I don't think so.
Why not? I want to know why.
When I went to TPE, I came back and I was very bitter for like 6 months.
Okay.
Or 3 months, whatever. It
Why?
took me a few months to get over it.
Okay.
I like to be as transparent as possible, but I don't want to upset anyone.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
That's okay.
One of the things about TPE that really bothered me was you go there as a cigar person thinking that this is a cigar convention.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
And then you get there and we have about maybe a quarter of the floor.
No way. Like 5% of the fucking
Okay,
floor.
all right, well, fine.
Being very
Even
generous
better
for the
for,
quarter.
right,
Quarter
for
of
my,
the floor.
yeah.
You're fucking
So we have
crazy.
10% of the floor.
Okay, that's good. We meet halfway. That's fine.
Our industry looks like it's in shambles
Yeah.
to a degree.
Well,
Although I
I mean-
heard this year was a little better.
Okay, but I mean, our industry is in shambles. But move on.
And then you look over to your right, and it's all these young dudes with hot chicks everywhere, and they're all like young and healthy, and like look like they're in a thriving industry.
Okay.
And it just kind of left me with this like what the fuck? What is that? Like, what's happening here? Like, why am I trying? I've been trying so hard to appease people in this industry that looks like it's fucking dead. I'm just gonna talk openly.
I hear
go
you.
ahead.
It looks like it's fucking dead. Why have I been trying to get this guy to
Right.
call me back? Fuck that. We got our whole new thing going on. Let's move forward in a whole different direction.
Right.
That was the way that I left.
Okay. TPE.
Yeah.
But you're missing the point.
Okay.
Like
I'm sure I am.
So like the TPE, like listen, when it comes to conventions or anything like that, what matters is like you get to fucking hang out with like let's say fucking 40 retailers that support Privada are there, right? and you're just kind of roaming around, checking things out, smoking cigars, whatever.
Yeah.
They're like, fuck, I got to talk to Brian.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's
They
what's...
come to my house, the ones that support me, though. They come on, we do videos on them, and, you know.
Sometimes, but like...
I got you a little stand.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, so, but like, you got to have...
You think I would know what that is?
Let's say...
I'm in the cigar business.
Let's say rough numbers, you have 250 to 300 accounts. And I don't know.
Who, me?
Yeah, just
Oh,
speculate.
I don't know. Clark
Okay.
knows that.
All right, so let's say you have 250 to 300 accounts.
485.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, whatever.
But only Clark knows.
Right,
Okay,
only
let's say you have
guessing.
speculating on 485 accounts.
Okay.
Ish.
Whatever, right?
Oh, you're talking about the accounts, like the LCA accounts.
Yeah, like you get to, like
yeah, I did meet. That was good. That was the positive part. You're right.
Right.
I got to hang out with. We got drunk at the party at the end of the night.
Right.
Yeah.
There you go.
So you get to meet with those dudes.
Yeah.
Like that's what's important. I understand the perspective and how it kind of fucking shatters you when you see 80% of the floor, 90% of the floor with this blue fucking carpet. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
But who gives a fuck about that? Like let
Yeah.
them fucking, let them flip you the bird. It's fine.
No, it wasn't like there was animosity towards them. I felt like it created animosity towards my own industry, and I
Right.
didn't want that.
Yeah, but who gives a fuck? Fuck them. Like
Yeah.
with like the whole
Do
purpose.
a big shiny booth like
So-
they do and have the pretty girls in
Like,
your thing.
no,
You're-
like, we don't need that
Well,
shit
it's-
either, dude. Fuck that. Well, what's even I said to him, like, look, we're gonna fucking, I'll order some stuff from some people or whatever, but that's not really why I'm here. I'm here just to kind of bullshit with everybody and see everybody.
I see what you're saying.
And like, it's an opportunity where everybody's kind of there, right? Now, obviously, PCA is the right animal, right? Because it's based solely on cigars, But I'm going to take both opportunities to hang out with people without question.
How do you feel about PCA?
I mean, they got some shit to work out. They did send me a feedback thing, which was interesting today. Hey, they want.
I got one too.
Yeah, did you answer it?
No, I haven't yet.
No. Yeah. So they want to know where you think it should be and what month do you think it should be.
How'd you feel about the if you're not here, you don't matter?
Oh,
forget
that
about
was-
who said it. Just that being a sentiment.
That was fucking stupid. That was stupid. And the reason why I say that is because
But it's like, does Elon Musk go to gas-powered car conventions? That's how I feel. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's how I feel. I'm just going to be honest and open and not give a fuck, because that's what I've done up till this point, and it serves me well. Everyone knows that when you're a member of my club, or if you even buy one cigar from us, like, you have an open invitation to communicate with us, give us your feedback. Like,
Right.
I'm for the people.
right.
Am I, a certain way? Sure. I don't know, whatever. I don't want to come across like an asshole, but I'm just going to be completely honest. That's how I felt. I felt like I'm in the EV business and everyone else there was in the gas powered car business.
Well, if everybody that bought EVs were at that fucking convention, it would make sense for him to show. Right?
right. But they're not.
But some of them are.
And that's the other thing is, I'm totally, even in this conversation, having a hard time thinking about the fact that you're actually supposed to go there to meet shops, because I'm not a brand.
Well, it's not. Yeah, but it's not. It's just fuck. I guess it is to kind of meet shops, but it's more the fucking just the camaraderie and the
Just
fucking
interact.
Because I guarantee you, like no matter the perception of you is going to be different from your videos than from fucking meeting you in person, right? Now, people could like your videos and think you're a cool dude, but those people that like your videos and think you're a cool dude, they're gonna fucking love you when they meet you in person.
Okay.
Right? So, and again, it's to each your own. Whatever your opinion is, you want to say fuck that, and I'm not going. You don't
Right,
go.
right.
But I see the potential and the reason for going. Like,
Sure.
I mean, Ed Reed was just hanging out. I know you don't know sports, but he was just there. It was fucking awesome. Like,
I saw the milkman.
yeah. Darren Waller was at a tight end fucking for Oakland, or not the Vegas Raiders, no longer Oakland.
Vegas Raiders. Wow.
You know what I mean? Like, it was just cool. Like, you can.
Roxy or Adrian Palmer.
That's awesome. I love that.
You fucked that up.
You crushed
Oh,
it.
and he
Hey,
answered it.
Mike, what
Oh.
do you think of this?
It's good. It's
No,
really good.
the band.
Oh, I
That's
like the
your
band. That's why I
band.
took it on
Yeah,
myself.
yeah, yeah.
Saved it.
I got to give you credit for your marketing, man. Like, this is nice, dude. It's
Right.
it's clean. It's wine stock. It's and it's to the point. I suck at building my own shit, man. I'm terrible. Like,
easy.
that's always something that it's always been my weakest point. Like, I can make a great cigar. I can know who I want to work with, but when it comes to my creativity, I've had Skip look at me and be like, "Are you fucking serious?" And I'm like, "I guess I'm not. I got you. Joke's on you."
That's where I thrive.
Yeah,
That's where I thrive. I love this shit. I love the creative part of it. And I also have like 3 or 4 creative people on staff. It's
nice to have a team.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think you should consider going to PCA. If anything, just to bullshit with people. I mean, you fucking come hang out with me all the time. I don't give a
Okay.
shit, you know. But you have to. I can only take Lou in certain doses. So it's if he's
That's
with
his
you.
whole MO.
If he's with you, I'll set timer. Right? I'm like, like,
All right, Lou, you
set
need to go
timer
walk away now.
20 minutes, and when he hears the beeping, I'm gonna go away. I can't wait till he watches this and be like, "You motherfucker." That's right.
You don't return the guy's emails.
Yeah,
What
you don't get back
expect?
to me.
I try to
I mean,
talk to him about that.
Just tell me no. You could just tell me no. Hey man, I'm good. All right, cool. How are you? Like, like that's the next thing. Like, how are things
He
going?
doesn't even do that with me.
Dude, fucking check in. Like, I fucking legitimately just reached out to you just to check.
Yeah.
Hey man, what's going on? How
Yeah.
are you? How you doing? I haven't seen you in a couple months.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck's going on? Like humanity. It's this weird thing. I know that people aren't fucking
Yeah.
familiar with it. But
Well, there's
Crazy.
not a lot of people that do that, though. There's not a lot of
No.
relationships. When you say, no, it's not for
No.
me. Okay, bye. Click.
well, yeah. I mean, the fact of the matter is that too many people talk at you and don't listen to anything that you have to fucking say. Right? I mean, more often than not. I actually give a shit about what people have to say. And I'm sure you do too, right? And that's what makes you different.
Yeah.
So, Lou doesn't fucking care.
He didn't give a shit.
Like,
He didn't give a, he built the whole brand off not giving a
fuck-
shit.
Jesus, Lou.
that should be his next cigar. Don't give a shit.
What's
Will it
his,
have the poop
what's
emoji
his
on it?
sticker?
The fish.
Hate Lou Liga.
I hate Lou Liga.
I hate
Yeah,
Lou Liga.
like I'm like, dude, why would you make stickers that say that?
Right.
That's
Yeah.
your brand? Do people hate you?
You hate Lou Liga? I don't necessarily hate Lou Liga. I mean, Lou, he's okay. I want hashtag Lou Liga's okay.
Maybe start that.
That's not polarizing. Lou Liga. So let's go back to this top 25 list.
Yeah.
It sucked.
Yeah,
I don't even know who's on it. It sucked because I don't even care anymore.
It's like what's kind of remarkable is really how it's gone. We always I would always talk about what I thought the best cigars were for the year and stuff. And we haven't even been addressing it anymore because it's just so many people.
We'll
do
probably
it.
just let it go this year.
I didn't
like-
even do one for Privada.
right.
What our
Like,
best ones.
yeah, like what the fuck?
Who gives a shit?
It's
Best
just-
one is the next one.
The bet, right? Exactly.
Yeah.
And hey, what you love, you love. It's like
What about the Half Wheel top 25 list?
the
Did you read-
consensus or whatever.
No, the just
No,
the,
his straight list.
The actual.
One of your cigars showed up.
Yeah,
on
it
the
was
list.
on there.
It was on the
It was on
half.
there.
Look at that. So what's
I couldn't believe some of the cigars that were on that
the
list.
trail mix.
Yeah, the trail
Yeah,
mix.
trail mix.
That looks really good.
Which is my
It's a good
favorite.
cigar.
It's my favorite that you make.
Really?
Yep.
I can't believe how many people love that cigar.
Yeah.
I did that with the guy from damn, what's the name of that brand?
Oh, it escapes me. What the fuck? Bonaventure.
Bonaventure,
Bonaventure.
something like that. And like I wrote the guy when they gave it like a 92 or a 93 or something. I was like, hey, isn't this great? He was like, I don't give a shit.
Right.
I was
Everybody's
like,
over
hey,
it.
we should do another cigar to go. I can barely keep up.
Because
Leave
I
me
don't think
alone.
reviews fucking sell
really?
anything.
I don't know.
I don't think.
know.
I mean, at this point in the game, I'm comfortable saying that I don't really think they fucking do anything.
There's so many people that do them.
They don't move the needle.
the last one that I feel like it sold cigars on was I think it was 2 years ago. CA's top 25, the aging room.
Yeah,
That fucking thing sold. I saw
that
it
was
every
like,
dude's
that
house.
was
I went
longer
to.
than that. It was like 3 or 4 years ago, right?
I saw that at every dude's house
The
I went to.
Quattro.
They had a box of that.
I'll tell you, the last one that hit, that continues to hit, is the Andalusian.
I was
Bull.
about to say that. Yeah, we can't keep that even now when it comes. out.
LFD's Andalusian Bull.
Am I crazy? I've had 2 of them.
Yeah, I
I
don't
thought it
like
was
it.
a shit
I don't
cigar.
like
I
it.
think that
don't like it
LFD
either.
makes a lot of better cigars than
Yeah,
that one.
for sure.
I was definitely surprised when it became number one, but I will happily carry them and sell the shit out of them.
Sell them
all
out every
day.
time they come
People
in.
love that.
They go nuts.
They
over
still
it.
ration the boxes when you get them.
Yeah, I can't. And
You
I'm
can't get more than like 4 or 5.
so like that's the difference, right? Like as a retailer, I don't. Part of me, as I've developed, like when I had this righteous of like this is the best stuff to smoke, I will always have this is the best stuff to smoke, but I'll still have the other shit too.
Dude, Skip Martin reached out to me personally after I did your podcast.
Did he?
Oh, that was worth the whole thing. That was the
Awesome.
cost
Ah.
of admission. Yeah. I was like,
Skip.
wow, that was really cool.
Yeah.
Skip just
what a great
wrote
guy.
me.
He's
Uncle
a good
Skip.
dude.
He's a good guy.
He's a
What
good
is
guy.
your favorite Roman Craft cigar?
Oh man, depends upon what time of the day. Because for me, I'll smoke the Intemperance EC Brotherly Kindness every morning. Like that's my cigar that I smoke every morning, and then I usually smoke either Cro-Mag Anthropology or Cranium midday, and then I end with the Neanderthal HN. However, the Grand Perfecto,
Wow, you know that lineup.
yeah, I do. The Neanderthal Grand Perfecto is fucking money.
The Black Irish is one of the better cigars I've smoked. I every time I smoke it, I'm like, I don't know what I like about this, but I love this cigar.
Well, then just smoke the Chrome Egg, the EMH Robusto, and the Fomorian at the same time.
And then the other one, the Saber Tooth.
Saber
I guess,
Tooth.
you know, I'm a
really
limited
good.
edition guy. I
Yeah,
get a
you're
little
falling into
crazy
that.
about that. Yeah.
So, like, they
and
make
he
a-
really rations those things.
Yeah,
Like, you can't.
He doesn't
get
produce
them.
a lot of them.
Yeah.
So, like the Whiskey Rebellion, they made like this thing called the Pensatucky, which is a Lonsdale. That shit's money too. Really good. I mean, like I love everything that they make. Right. That's why I wanted to go work with them because they fucking buy really good tobacco. Right. So, like, even I consider myself a novice when it comes to blending or anything like that. Like, it's hard to really fucking make something bad. But
With
then,
his with good tobacco.
right,
And then he won't let a bad cigar go out.
right, and then when you know, like the first cigar I made was terrible, right? But I knew he showed me what I did wrong, and we corrected that, and I had a good cigar by the end of the day, right? It's like okay, so yeah, man, good tobacco makes all the difference.
I'm gonna get you guys sponsored by like Rabbit Air, one of these.
Yeah, this is bad.
Yeah, well, it's not normally three of us smoking at one
Right.
time.
And there's no
Hey, Greg-
it's cool outside, so there's no.
Greg
air
was
going.
smoking earlier in here.
Yeah, I like this.
As soon as
I
you
like
hit
the
record, Lou's gonna freeze up. Just loses all charisma and fucking.
Fucking hate Lou Liga. Lou Liga is okay.
Have you been to his lounge in Philly? Fucking nice. It's beautiful.
Last time I saw him was when he was in Delaware.
He was still at the other place, yeah.
Why don't we hit this little fan thing?
Is it
I
been
couldn't
plugged up?
believe he was an employee of someone. He called me and told me he called me and told me he wasn't there anymore. I was like, yeah, no shit. Who the fuck employed you?
How often does he come down?
Probably once every 2-3 months.
No shit.
Yeah.
I think he said once a month.
Yeah,
what he
I mean,
told us.
He's Lou. He likes to over-exaggerate.
It's like
Yeah,
once every
yeah,
60
yeah.
says.
I have a key to his house. And,
Yeah, it's like, no, we're best
Yeah, he
friends.
stays
My
in
own
the house.
room.
He's
Well,
got-
I got to tell you, we get along so well. It's crazy.
He's a good guy.
Well,
He just doesn't respond to my text.
He comes from like a similar. I grew up with a lot of Puerto Ricans in Allentown, Pennsylvania, which is an hour up the road from Philly, and he just comes from a similar, like, he understands certain things. Like when I talk, like it's like a little bit of nostalgia for me.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
a
I'm gonna hit
shorthand.
this. I'm gonna hit
Yeah.
the ghetto fan real quick. Hold on.
All right. Do you see the remotes in there by the printer?
Yes, I just spotted it. Look, I'm gonna fix this for you.
You should give them a view of this. This is the worst. It's awesome.
Our high-tech
Does it
exhaust
work?
system.
It does.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, to a
As long as
point.
it works.
I don't want to. I don't want to spoil Mike.
Right. Don't want me to breathe.
This is nice. Look, it's already clear. I can see you. It's amazing.
Oh, it's still
Smoke's
smoking
going
that way. Your smoke is actually going right that way.
So, yeah, fucking Lou.
Back to Half Wheel's top 25.
Yes,
What was number one?
something crazy. Something that you would never predicted. You never saw coming.
They're maturing as a company, Half Wheel. Like it's changed, not in a bad way or a good way. It's just.
I do.
changed.
I have a lot of respect for those guys. At
sure.
least their opinions are unbiased. Can we pause this real quick? Mm-hmm. We're gonna take a break real fast.
All right. All right, we're back with Brian Desind
Sorry about
from Limited Cigar Association, episode 212.
So what was number one?
I'm looking here.
Yeah,
Hurry
So-
it up, Mike. No.
My, it's
Coming
giving me
here.
the first My Father Humidor Deluxe.
that was it.
Okay, that's
That-
crazy.
Is that a cigar?
Yeah,
I've never heard
that's
of that
crazy.
before.
Let's
Yeah,
stop
like,
that.
okay.
All right, let's move on to number two. What was number two?
The rest of the thing
Talk
is
to me about a
it's all-
cigar I can get.
It's all black. The rest of it's all black.
It's this high-powered internet that we have.
Yeah, it's a new high-powered internet.
So, I mean, look, I got to give them, that was their own opinion. That wasn't fucking based on any type of promotions or sponsorships or anything like that. Some of the shit that they have done for their number ones, they did like the Hoya, that was an event cigar or some shit. I'm like, damn, that's out of nowhere. I got to give those guys credit for that. Every time I sit down with them, they're real. Sometimes Charlie will break my balls a little bit, and I'm like, what kind of conversation are we having here?
In like what way?
I don't know. He'll just say something to irritate me, just to
Really?
kind of break balls. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't think. I've always just been told that he's just very monotone, like doesn't really talk to anyone.
Oh fuck no! I get the full.
Really?
I get
he
full
was
on
very
Charlie.
chatty at the TPE. Like I said, that was the first time I've had any conversations with him.
No, I mean like
Normally
and,
it's just like a nod as you pass.
and he's like a fucking sea of data. Like
Oh my good lord, I love that.
yeah, he knows a ton of shit.
Dude, I'm a Half Wheel fan from the beginning. The Half Wheel is part of the reason why I'm into cigars.
Yeah, I mean they're the media source that you look
Yeah.
towards, right?
Yeah. Well, That's the thing. They're not, though. They're the media source for the industry.
Right.
So they're the Billboard magazine of our industry.
Right. Exactly.
100%. 100%.
So who's the Rolling Stone? Who's Rolling Stone now? There is none.
There is no Rolling Stone.
No, we need a Rolling Stone.
Must be having problems with the website.
We do need
The
a
rest of the
Rolling
list
Stone.
is-
Yeah.
So you don't know what the half wheel number 2 is?
No, the rest of the list is blank. Unless you want to try it on your phone. I can tell you the number ones for the last 4 years, as far as I
Half
can
wheel
get.
top 25.
Last year was the Karloff, the Tatuaje Karloff.
Which I smoked and I did not love, and I'm a big Tatuaje guy. But I heard that
The top
they
one.
re-released them this year, a year aged.
Opus X Forbidden 13 Deseos de
That's
Amor.
crazy too.
Yeah, it's hard to get. Let's see.
What was
What was
3?
What was 3 is Tatuaje T110 Capa Especial.
It's a good cigar. High-powered little guy.
Yep.
Love a good little Rothschild that'll knock you.
And then Hoya hits top 5. Hoya de Nicaragua, Dos Cientos.
I guess I got to start smoking more Hoya.
You know what's kind of crazy, and then Cuellar Dorce, which is a Cuban. You know, Hoya does have some unique flavors when you get them, right? So, but like it's hard to deviate. So when they get, I feel like when they make some lighter blends, they're a home run.
their Connecticut's are
Yeah.
definitely home runs.
Because they have some filler in there that changes it dramatically.
Yeah.
You know, and for whatever reason, you don't taste that on many other cigars.
Did either of you get to smoke the Vintage Reserve LCA?
No,
we did
yeah,
with
we
did.
did smoke that.
Yeah.
It was very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying that a lot.
Yeah.
Unless they move incredibly fast, we usually get 2 for the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, so generally what we like to do is offer it to everybody, and if they're gone, they're gone. Because even with SBC 20, like even for my retailers, if they want them,
How did this Cavalier sell?
it did okay.
Okay.
Like so, but I think that's going to be crossed between the month that it kind of dropped.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So we sold through a decent amount of them, but I think that you released those boxes at a good time because you know I also want to make sure that the guys that come in here have the opportunity to get that stuff too. It's so bad to a point where some of these guys like Pedro or whatever, they'll order them online and say, I'll just be in the shop to come get them.
Right. I'll pick it up in the shop.
Wow.
Because it's faster for them. They know that they're going to get them.
The display boxes, do you think they'll make a difference?
I think that they will definitely help because, you know, like I would have some onesie twosies left over every once in a while. And then I'm like, okay, well, where do I put it?
Right. We grab
You know?
a different box, tear the lid
Got
off.
it.
Yeah. So now
Cool.
that there's like a designated area for those,
Yeah.
you know, I haven't put them out on the shelf yet because I wanted to see how things went online, and then I have to adjust accordingly.
Got it.
So they'll come out this week
Cool.
in the shop.
Very cool. So yeah.
We covered a lot of shit so far. You want to jump to the news, or
You want
Hey,
to?
do
We
you
got
have-
an hour.
You have anything else to add?
I don't know. Let's hear what the news is, and I'll
Yeah.
give
Hear the
my
news?
Robin
Okay.
Quivers commentary. on it.
yeah,
Oh,
fantastic.
nice.
Yeah, we're keeping you for the news this time because you're an opinionated motherfucker. So.
From the 4 corners of the world, all the cigar industry news you could possibly need. The Cigar Hustler Podcast Report with Mike 2.
FDA applied to be the new head of the Center for Tobacco Products.
Ooh.
You can apply for the job.
Oh, it's open.
It's open, yes. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration
Somebody wants
has
that job?
began accepting applications for those interested in becoming the agency's new director of FDA Center for Tobacco Products, or the CTP. Maybe something you could do in your free time, Brian.
The wheels are already turning.
Let's see. Mitch Zeller, who has been
You know-
CTP since March 2013, will retire this April. The agency is looking for a replacement
You can only destroy it if you infiltrate it. You know what I mean?
from the inside. That's the
Yeah.
best way to do it, from the
Yeah.
inside. Yes.
You just gotta fucking mess up everything. You know, like I don't know what's going on.
That's what the guy did with the post office, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like,
It's like, fuck, he was like obvious about it. I'm just going to destroy this thing.
Drive it right into the ground.
I know
Fuck
how
your
to make
Supreme
it better.
Court.
Yeah, but
Right.
what I'm thinking is, we slow things down a little bit.
Whoever selected for the role will take over another transformation time for CTP. Zeller's tenure saw him oversee the introduction of the deeming regulation 2016, the first major new policy enacted under CTP and the first time the agency regulated cigars and e-cigarettes. Now FDA has announced its plans to ban the sale of menthol cigarettes and flavored cigars, a contentious fight that the new CTP director will be tasked with leading. Nobody wants to apply? Want to apply? Applicants have until February 25th of 2022 to submit their application for this job. So you got to jump right on it, guys.
Okay,
I'll
I'll get right on
that
that.
time. All right, Diesel Sunday Gravy Rose Marino arrives.
Have you met
Rose
Justin Andrews?
No, who's that?
See, you could have met him
You could
at
have met Justin
TPE.
Andrews.
Who is he?
He's the guy that holds the camera for Jack Tarano.
he handles Diesel cigars. He does.
Oh,
all the,
and Matt Booth too now.
yeah,
So, yes.
He's
An avid photographer.
He handles? I thought that's a general product.
It is.
It is. He
But
works
he's
for
the
General.
guy. Like
He's
he's
the
the
guy.
face.
He's the
he
head
handles
dude.
the production and all that
Wow.
stuff. Super nice guy.
We call him
By the
every
way,
week on
good
the show.
cigars.
Some of them. I mean, it's mixed. It's mixed. Like I got to tell you, some of those Sunday gravies have been hits.
That first one flew out of here.
Yeah.
Second one a little bit
Little less.
slower.
Yeah.
And then
AJ
this is the
doesn't make
third one.
bad cigars.
Yeah, makes a big difference.
Yeah,
See,
Again, it goes back to the tobacco.
Yeah.
Right.
for sure.
Third Diesel
But
Sunday.
the problem
gravy.
is, it's Justin
it's
Andrews,
right,
so it
it's
doesn't.
Ford Cigar Companies began shipping the Diesel Sunday Gravy, a 6x50 Toro that has a MSRP of $4.99, which is
$4.99.
$5. Yeah.
What
That's-
are they doing over
That's
there?
why it sells well.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit.
Right. You can sell
Hey,
anything
what
for
the
$4.99.
fuck? How are they making any money?
Well, we just sell them by the packs. We never break them down.
Wow.
Yeah, they come prepackaged in
Tens?
Tens.
Wow. 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 Wow.
He does some crazy shit. Like the first thing that he released, he did like this bar giveaway thing. You remember that?
Yeah, the big wooden
Sweet
bar.
Pea won that.
Yeah. Big deal. Beautiful bar.
Yeah. So, like-
sat out front for almost 2 months.
Yeah, the only problem with that is he really kind of set a precedence of, hey, I gave away this gigantic bar. So then, you do another Diesel event. They're like, well, is there going to be a bar?
Wow.
Yeah, because the next one I think were lighters and
Yeah,
cutters.
they're like, oh, fuck this.
Fuck
Yeah.
that.
Volume business there, huh?
Yeah. Big time.
But let's see. When AJ and I develop blends for Sunday Gravy Series, we bring our opinions to the table and we go head to head on which tobaccos we're going to use, said Justin Andrews, new business development manager for STG, North America branded and rest of the world divisions. In a press release, ultimately AJ wins this because he's AJ. So
I was thinking, and I was holding back from saying, like, there's that, like, as many of these guys think that they're, like, influencing, we should do that. Like, at the end of the day, AJ makes that cigar.
It goes back
Right,
to the
yeah.
same thing. And it's the same thing fucking over and over and over again. If you have good tobacco, you're going to make a good cigar. Right? It's just that simple.
the next Sunday Gravy release will be announced in April.
Excellent. Looking forward to it.
Jay London releases Gold Series Pyramids to Luxury Cigar Club.
Ooh, the competitive.
Fucker.
Jay London Cigars has created a new Vitolans Gold Series for Luxury Cigar Club and its preferred retail partner network.
It's good. Preferred. Give me a break. There's a good cigar.
Whoever
though.
would buy it.
I haven't had that cigar, but the J. London Golden
make good
Connecticut is just, they make good stuff. That's Henderson.
Right.
Is there a lot of problems with people thinking luxury and limited?
I know that you
do they
had
get
that.
confused?
Didn't you have like a mix-up where luxury and Privada, like you guys, did
it's
something
so
where you said,
close.
"Hey, we're not related, we're not the same," or something like that?
Oh my gosh, am I forgetting something?
I think
Luxury Cigar there's the Luxury Cigar Club,
yeah.
and your Limited Cigar Association. So there is a little bit of, I would imagine, confusion. With
I don't
with
know.
people.
I don't know.
I vaguely remember seeing a post where somebody was crisscrossing the two of you, or maybe it was somebody else. But they're good guys. They're good dudes.
I'm sure they are.
Yeah, they never give me a hard time. They're fucking, they respond to my texts.
Right.
Unlike some people in this industry.
The new Vitola is priced at $19 per cigar. Is offered in a 10 count box from $4.99 to $19. We cover everything here.
Wow, that is a broad spectrum.
Yeah.
Well,
Do you know Chris Doyle?
From Doylestown?
No,
I
that's
know.
the guy of Luxury Cigar Club.
I don't know if I know Chris.
He's making 7,000 cigars ever produced for the run, and they will
talked
begin
with Ben.
shipping to retailers late next week.
I talk with Ben. Ben's a good dude. But hey, look, you gotta.
So I do want to say this. In the consensus, Charlie wrote a nice piece about us.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was basically like, "Come on, we can't put like just because Privada has this word cigar club, and then we do have a cigar. Like we're in our own situation,
Right.
So I don't ever get upset about any cigar club or anything like that.
Right.
Like that's great, good for them.
Yeah, more exposure.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like I get more exposure about a brand when it's in, like a big, like a cigar club to
Yeah.
some.
Yeah.
But like, I'm also a big believer of like, look, don't discount my shit because here's what's gonna happen. If you fuck me, I'm just not gonna call you anymore.
Right.
Like, I'm not gonna
Right, it
have
was
this
off the list.
Right. I'm not gonna have this argument like, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, okay, good for you. You made some money. You made depleted money because I didn't give you a discount, and it's over. Right. We're moving on.
Right, we've parted ways now.
Right. Yeah.
See, I've always had this huge disconnect, and I think that's been part of the like, as a newcomer to the industry, where there's been a little bit of animosity because people that were seasoned people in this industry hear Cigar of the Month Club and they're like, discount.
Right.
And that was never my thing.
Yeah, it just, for one thing if you offer a month club, I get that your margins are going to be different, right? Mm-hmm. But you're not saying, hey, if you come back and, you really like the cigar, you can buy this box for 30% off. It's like, whoa, no.
No.
That doesn't work. If you like the cigar, go buy it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, well, people do that in the LCA.
Right.
Where they discount it. I'm like, what? The margins aren't here. Guys, we're trying to help you make money. What are you doing? You're taking money out of your own pocket now?
Right.
Because you're not hurting me.
Right.
Right, your price is
that's what I'm saying.
I don't think people realize. I think people think that like everyone's making a fucking fortune off of cigars. They're not. It's not a huge margin.
You know how you make a small fortune in the cigar industry? I'm sure you've heard this.
What?
Start with a big fortune. So true, man. It's fucking crazy. It's a tough industry. So, but at $19 a cigar, that probably speeds things up a little bit.
Yeah. I guess. In June 2016,
You need to have some high-end
Jonathan
shit.
has a high-end clientele. Like a lot of his stuff is sold to like he has like collectors and stuff. Like, he goes to like car clubs and like people that we don't.
Jonathan,
the guy who owns J London.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The J in J London.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
The J.
Of course.
So yeah, why not? I mean, you sell a $19 cigar to that clientele.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't sell it. Hey, here's the $6 Sunday gravy. Like, no, fuck out of here.
It's only $5.
$5.
It said $5.99.
$4.99.
$4.99. Jesus Christ! How are they making? I don't understand. I couldn't do that.
Right.
We do farm roll, but that's a whole different ballgame. There's no bands, there's no boxes. Once you start, doing all that, wow, it's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
In June 2016, Romacraft Tobacco released a new European exclusive creation dubbed the Wonderlust that included 4 different vitolas, according to co-owner Skip Martin. The name of the cigar is a combination of the idea behind Wonderlust and the German culture used of the word and prefix wonder. Additionally, vitolas followed over the years, including a release named after Martin's youngest daughter, the Fiorella, in 2019, and some packaged in samplers. However, the company has a major announcement back in March.
That's her name?
Fiorella's his daughter's
cool.
name. Yes.
That's very cool.
When it shared its entire release calendar for the year, including the calendar were not only details of September's release of the 4 original Wonderlust sizes, the Gran Perfecto debuted in 2020, but also a 4 half by 60 Petit Gordo named PG Country. According to Romacraft Tobacco, 250 boxes of each vitola were made available to European retailers, coinciding with the Intertobacco Trade Fair that took place in Dortmund, Germany. Mm-hmm. So they're announcing that the PG Country's coming out, but we're not going to see it here, though.
It'll be out.
It'll be out over there. As the rest of the
We can
Wonderlust
get it at
line,
the office, maybe.
Yeah, we're going to get it tomorrow.
That's cool. I want one.
The PG.
I'll try and get you.
Thanks.
PG County is made up of a Brazilian Matafina wrapper, covered a binder from Indonesia, and an undisclosed filler blend. MSRP is set at £9.20, I guess. Each about
Not euros?
Maybe it's euros. Maybe it's euros.
Is it like an E with some slices on it?
Yeah, the euros.
Euros.
All right, euros, okay. About 1050 packaging boxes of 20. Each contains 2 sealed bundles of 10, as seen above, with a total of 250 boxes released. According to Martin, the PG in the name PG County has 2 meanings. Not only does it designate the vitola as a Petit Gordo, but also refers to the Prince George County, Maryland, a place where one of the company's employees is from. Who is that? Which?
Maryland?
Yeah.
That's lightweight heavy, baby. Come
Is that
on.
lightweight heavy?
Yeah, 100%.
All right, and the final story, Michael.
Yes.
I kept it short because I knew we were going to have a whole lot of time.
Yes.
Austin's under a boil notice that could last a few days.
I saw that.
We're leaving for Austin tomorrow.
Yeah, we're going to go.
We're going to go to Romacraft for the next 3 days.
Nice. It was going to be 2, but Skip's like, you should.
Yeah, it's going to go at the end of the day. The entire city of Austin's under a boil water notice, with Austin Water representatives estimating that it will continue to be in effect for a few days, according to the News Nation local affiliate.
Wait, what's happening there?
They're in a boil water notice.
What does that mean?
That means
bacteria in the water.
Yes.
Oh,
right.
shit.
The emergency water restrictions mean residents are also being asked to conserve water. This is because a water treatment plant in Austin is out of service due to an internal treatment process.
Wow.
We started putting the poop water in the. Somebody hit the wrong button.
High turbidity.
Keep
which
Austin
means
weird.
a lot of poop.
Keep Austin flowing.
Under boil notices, people are told to use bottled water, to boil tap water, to drink. I think Skip is bathing in like Pellegrino.
Yeah, of course.
Right, exactly.
He likes Italian stuff. I've noticed.
It's coming out of the faucet. It's not in his house.
Yeah. How do I get Pellegrino linked in here?
Yeah.
I don't want to be attached.
Lightweight, heavy. Can you hook this up?
Yeah. Hey, Sean, I need you to call Pellegrino and work this out.
Work this out.
I want the bubbles. What's even funnier is we'll probably walk in and be hearing our podcast as we fucking. I'm like, oh, here we go.
So that on purpose. It'll be in the
Yeah.
car when they pick us
Yeah.
up. Let's see.
You're his Liga. I'm putting
I am.
things
Oh,
You're his
you are.
Liga.
You're his
That's
Liga.
amazing.
I'm just way more effective than the Liga. That's the difference. Yeah.
It's quite possible.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You can
true.
let's see what you can wash your hands in. You can bathe and shower. Just do not swallow the water. Mike.
Just don't swallow.
Keep that in mind whenever they're
Don't,
not
no,
swallow.
no, nothing on the
keep
teeth.
your mouth
Yeah,
shut.
yeah.
Just tape.
Oh, it's just like when I
Tape it
visit
dry.
Esteli. Same shit. That's amazing.
The Austin Water Director Greg Mazzario said the boil notice is connected to the winter storm that swept through Central Texas on Thursday. Students and staff at Austin's Independent School District have been asked to bring their own bottling cooled boiled water to school Monday.
How does that happen? Like, I don't know. So it got cold, so all of a sudden there's bacteria in the water?
It probably
What the
froze
fuck?
and a line snapped or something.
yeah.
Or it froze and overflowed, and some of the poop right into the drinking.
Oh, there's poop now.
There's poop in the water.
Stop it.
We're all going to be very safe as long as we use bottled boiled water, Austin said on its website. This is Austin's water's first boil water notice since February of last year.
Oh,
So every February.
we still haven't fixed this.
That was the last. That was that big snowstorm.
All right. I'm the government. I'm here to help. Like, well, but we didn't solve the problem last year. Fuckers.
The lift notice official said that the water treatment plant needs to come back online and operate under normal plant treatment levels. Water sampling results have to reveal no water quality issues.
Have you ever been to Austin?
Don't go. You can't drink the water.
I was there once. I went to that famous movie theater that they have there.
Oh, yeah?
It was
I don't know
really
what that
cool.
It's one, it's one of those places. It's beautiful. But there's like this keep Austin weird
Yeah.
movement.
Oh, it's changed a lot though in the last few
There's a
years.
fuck ton of homeless people.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people from LA moved there.
Yeah.
During COVID.
So they got like I've seen like 2-story homeless levels under the fucking.
Oh,
Wow.
nice.
Yeah. So
Wow.
they have like an upstairs downstairs.
yeah.
It's, it's lovely.
Really
Yeah.
nice.
Like what kind of how many square foot
great
is
food.
it?
Great food.
They do have great barbecue.
music scene.
Oh, Skip put a picture from somewhere he ate the other day. It looked great.
Yeah.
It was fried chicken, greens,
he
something
usually
else.
does.
Yeah, it looked delicious. We would like to go there, Skip, or wherever you want to go. That's fine. I don't imagine he eats in bad places.
Yeah. No. But it's just it's usually like a one meal type of a thing. He doesn't eat like
Just one picture. I figure he still has a
yeah.
three.
He wakes up. It's like 2 o'clock.
2
3
o'clock. Yeah,
has
has lunch, has lunch and dinner and breakfast all at the same
all the
time.
same. Where are we
That's
going?
cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right,
Get the
right.
one meal and that's it.
Huh.
Maybe some chocolate later.
Oh yeah, with the beer and the coffee. I'm looking forward to a coffee at the office. Lightweight heavy.
You should go. You should
Lightweight
go.
heavy's coffee is white.
You should
I
go.
want that.
Yeah. It's like that. It's got to be just
It's
cream.
just cream.
Yeah.
It's just all cream.
You should go, man. You should go check out the office and stuff.
In Austin?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, they have a hell of a fucking setup. For
Nice.
Sure. And the team is usually there. Skip's in and out. He goes
Yeah.
like every few
Yeah,
months
yeah.
and then leaves. But Michael's usually there, and then get to meet the rest of the squad
Cool.
and stuff. So you should. I mean, the way that they develop and what they kind of produce is very unique.
Very unique.
Very unique.
Yes.
All right. Well, hey, thank you very much for coming on, dude. It's good to hear from you. Thank you very much for the cigars.
These are on me. You
I
want
appreciate
more, we got
that.
them for you.
You know
thank you
what?
very
What I'll
much.
do is I'll put some of those online, but in like a sampler pack with some of the
Great.
other things. So that everything gets its fair attention.
Great.
And then we'll put them in the store too. So-
Great. Enjoy.
hell yeah, man! Thank you so much, dude. I
No,
really
I'm proud to
appreciate
be
you
able
coming.
to do it for you.
Do you have a listener of the
With you.
week?
I don't. You know what the listener of the week is? Do you have one?
Well, I was gonna say Lou Liga.
Is Lou Liga? No, I was gonna say the listener of the week is the guy who fucking shit all over us on the last time we were on. He's like, they fucking.
What happened?
He
Your
said-
guys are very devoted.
Well, why?
very,
What?
very
He's like, you're saving this podcast. You're saving
Right.
usually like okay.
Someone wrote that?
Yeah, some shit.
Wow.
He came after us for 2 or 3 different episodes.
He trolled us for a couple.
Yeah, and then he
no.
sort of faded away.
Sorry,
Yeah.
that's good.
Oh no, it's fine.
Hey, thank you.
We
whoever-
enjoy that stuff.
Look, I just
Thank you very much.
I need the haters. Like the
Right.
haters, they make me feel good. I'm like, okay,
Fair
good.
enough.
We're reaching
Right,
out to
we're
more
reaching-
people.
somebody's
Fair
listening,
enough.
so-
Yeah,
I
yeah,
appreciate-
that happens. You
Yeah.
get 100 and one doesn't like you.
Yeah, a guy told me that you haven't made it in life until someone sues you. So like I'm bucking for that next.
Oh, I got another cease and desist.
did you?
That's what I'm saying.
I got another
See?
cease and desist from Chrysler for the Charger. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, really?
How
I
does
was
that
like,
work?
really? You?
Not from the football team or something?
I gave away a
challenge
Dodge,
in
and and they're like, yeah, we just don't want to be associated. I was like, okay, no problem. They didn't like threaten like for money or anything.
Right, but like it's done. It's already. So what do you? I'm like they send it.
Maybe they did that on purpose. Maybe they waited till the car was given away because it was literally like a week after we gave the car away, which went
maybe.
out to a woman. I want to tell you this story.
Oh.
She started smoking cigars 6 months ago to win this car for her
Oh, wow.
husband.
No shit.
Yes.
That
a
is
fact.
awesome.
Now she hangs out at her local LCA cigar lounge. I forget the name of it. It's in Kentucky.
Liga.
it's in Kentucky. She was amazing. We had people I thought that were gonna win this thing that like were
Tons of entries.
Yeah, and she just crushed it. She was just quiet the whole time.
Right place, right time.
Yeah.
It's weird how that shit works out sometimes, dude.
Bro, I couldn't believe it. Like, that's her story. What a great story for the winner, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
And her husband was thrilled.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted you to say, hey, listen, we're just here's this fucking charger. We're going to give it to you.
You know what? We do a customer appreciation thing every year at Christmas. The last 2 years, the people that won weren't really regulars.
Yeah.
The lady last year that got the TV, and then the guy this year came in with somebody
weird
else.
how that works out sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, the guy was not a big...
He was in out of town. He was somebody else's friend.
Yeah, so he takes almost 70-inch TV. Like, good luck
Wow.
getting that on the plane.
Well,
Well, no, this year it was that huge humidor from Arturo Fuente.
Yeah, we did like the Fuente. Yeah, you're right.
The giant
Wow.
coffin-sized humidor
Yeah.
with the secret drawer in the back.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but you know what's funny is like when we
the
gave
gun drawer.
we get exactly.
Yeah.
Well, it's only if it's in Florida, but
In your car.
or
Or
Texas,
Texas.
or Texas.
It fits in your car, too.
So even with the TV, like with the guy was when something happened where he was upset or some shit like that, and he like an entry didn't happen, and like he was like, I'm never coming.
Oh,
back
yeah,
here,
yeah,
or
the
something.
TV this year.
Like he was
Right.
upset.
It's not worth it to do giveaways.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, so the guy was pissed off, right? The guy won. And he's like, hey, you know what? I don't know why I lost my shit. I'm really sorry. I'm like, that's cool, man. You know, well, this fucking...
Oh, you
it
had
is what it
to
is.
spend a certain amount of money to get a ticket.
Yeah.
And he was close,
But he didn't hit it.
but he didn't hit it, so
Right.
they didn't give it to him.
Yeah.
Or no, he said
But no,
I spent $100 over the last
but
3
like,
days.
I mean, but I'm talking about like a TV. I'm not
Yeah.
talking about a fucking
Right.
charger. You know what I
Right,
mean?
yeah, yeah. Well, we're not at that level,
Yes,
so.
there's a big difference there. You know what I
Got
mean?
it.
Like it's
Yeah.
a TV.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'll throw it off the fucking balcony out back for shits and giggles. We're not driving the charger
Right.
off a cliff. You know,
Right.
it's like
It's a great car, too. I miss
Yeah.
it.
Oh, it looked great.
Yeah, that's why I got the
no,
track
no,
on.
it's gas powered. No, you don't
Right.
get to like that. Yeah,
It was a Dodge makes a good product.
I do.
Man.
I like it. My car's 110 years old, and
Told him we thought the surprise he was bringing was the car.
yeah, we're like ooh,
Nice
it's a charger.
Then you pulled up, and I looked, and I
You
go,
got to see the Hellcat.
Yo, Mikey,
Yeah.
that's not
No,
the
it's
car.
where
what's it
that's
called?
gone.
The Trackhawk.
The Trackhawk. That's correct.
Dude, that thing's got to sell for a mint. There's
It's
no
cool.
way. Yeah.
Yeah, it was with taxes and everything, 106. I put a $6,000 wrap on it, and I'm trying to sell it for like $125.
That ain't enough money. You gotta. I mean, shit.
Some guy in China claims that he's mailing me a check for $143,000 for it, but it seems like a scam. And I'm just like, all right, if you're gonna send me a fucking check, send me a check when
I'll
it
wait till it comes
clears.
through. Yeah.
What are you going to ship it to China?
He's going to ship it to China.
Oh, jeez. It's going to cost as much
Because
as
he's
the
sending
car.
me an extra. It's such a scam situation. He's sending me an extra $5,000 to give to the shipper. So I'm just like, hey, look.
I mean,
if
they're going
the
to have
check
special
clears-
certificates for that when it gets
I
there.
don't know, man.
and all
So,
sorts
like,
of stuff.
I've had some weird experiences with people in China, and they were legit.
Hopefully it's legit.
And the checks were like, it wasn't a check; it was a credit card. But like, I'm like,
says it arrives Tuesday.
Are they going to dispute this? I'm like, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to charge a card, and then I'm going to hold this stuff for 45 days. And I've done that.
Yeah. I remember when we first started taking off, we had a situation like that. And I
Right.
was like, yeah, this isn't real. Don't send it yet.
Right.
And then we reached out and it was real.
The guy was authentic. It's
Yeah.
like, okay. All right. Fine. Here you go. I'll take the money.
Take them out.
Well, thank you guys
yeah,
for
man.
having me. As
Oh, thanks for
always,
being
I
on again.
appreciate
Kudos
it.
to
I'm
you.
so happy to have you guys in our backyard.
Yeah.
And I hope you enjoy the cigars. I
Yeah,
hope they do well
absolutely.
for you. And you,
100%.
yeah,
And thanks for coming out again.
it's my pleasure.
And
Anytime.
I'm coming back with Liga next time he comes.
Please bring him. He needs to be wearing a scarf, though. I want to.
You know, he doesn't
like-
drink
that's
or smoke marijuana or do anything. No mind altering.
I believe
substance.
that. I believe that. I mean, he's angry enough as is. You know, like fucking imagine that guy on full tilt. Like shit's getting broken. You know.
This guy's been shot. You know that, right?
No.
Oh yeah, he's been shot several times.
By friends.
But yeah.
I don't know if I should be saying that. But yeah, he's like he had like a whole life before cigars.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I know.
We should
He's
just have
50
him on
years
Zoom.
old.
We should
Yeah,
have him on
he's
Just zoom him in. Sounds
Zoom.
dangerous.
Hey guys. Yeah.
Someone's going to shoot him.
Yeah. He's an old man. I'm like, I just want to look as good as Liga does at fucking 50.
Yeah, he does look great for his age.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, for sure. He's got
Yeah.
good genetics.
Maybe
and stuff.
that's the problem because he's so old. He doesn't know how to text.
Right.
He doesn't know
Oh,
how to
don't know how to
that's
answer email.
possible.
pick up the phone or check emails. Yeah,
possible.
Yeah, he probably you know what he.
His AOL
yeah, I was
spam
gonna
filter
say,
is
you know,
kinda
it's so
full.
funny. It's I hate Liga at
At
AOL.com.
AOL.com.
Oh my gosh, is
Makes
it?
sense. No.
That would be funny.
It could be.
I get a couple AOL.coms like,
You know,
damn.
his daughter's like a very well respected journalist.
No shit.
She's done TED Talks and everything.
Really?
Yeah,
She
she
doesn't
works
tell
for like
anybody that's her dad.
CNN or something.
Oh,
like
wow.
that. Yeah,
He doesn't want her to
he's got a whole-
take his clout, so
We'll-
he
we'll-
never brings that shit up.
We'll dive into that when he comes in.
All right, I want to hear about the shot stories.
Right.
What'd
Yeah.
you do? What happened?
What'd you
Oof,
piss off?
maybe I shouldn't
And-
have said anything.
Who do you want money to?
And why are they such a bad aim?
How do you only piss off people that can't shoot?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, thank you.
right,
And
thanks, man.
Oh, you bet.
SBC 20.
Yeah,
we
man.
have that in our situation as well.
It's being shipped to you guys.
Always a great cigar. I'm keeping this one for
yeah,
myself.
absolutely. Enjoy.
And that's it.
All
Take
right.
care. Peace out.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. It's been episode 212.
212.
212.
All right.
The Cigar Hustlers podcast, its owners, and its sponsors take no responsibility for the opinions or statements made by the talk show host or their guest. Statements or show topics are not necessarily the beliefs of Mike and Mike Productions or the podcast providers, and opinions between talk show hosts may differ. It is not our intention to libel, incite, or hurt anyone's feelings. We invite you to write the show's host, Mike Stepankevich, with any feedback or suggestions that you have for their shows. These broadcasts are presented and made public as entertainment in the hope that they will be entertaining to the audience.
This has been a Cigar Hustlers podcast, a Mike and Mike production. Be sure to listen every Tuesday at 10 a.m. for all new episodes.
Hi, I'm Husto Iroa.
Yeah, we just don't have to do a single podcast ever again.
Perfect.
Ever.
I'm good, Mike and Mike. How are you guys doing?
The Hojo,
Hojo! It's the Hojo!
the
You
Monterey.
didn't even let him fuck it up all the way.
I
I gotta get past Hojo! Go on.
I don't even have to try to hit
He's
the
not even
record.
gonna try.
We're gonna cover a lot of ground here, Mike.
All right.
Try to keep up.
That's a sign of a good podcast.
Maybe
John.
like 4 cigars when I walked in the door.
All right, end this.
Mike Squared.